Hi, scary lovers. Please like and subscribe if you're also in true crime cases like me. Today we go back in time for 2 true crime cases who were discovered on today's date, the day after Halloween. True crime. Teachers found dead on November 1st. The haunting aftermath. On November 1st, 2012, in the small town of Cedar Ridge, Indiana, the excitement from Halloween night quickly turned to horror. The morning after, residents woke to the news that shocked the peaceful community. A local woman, Sarah Mitchell, had been found dead in her home. Sarah, a 32-year-old schoolteacher, had been known for her vibrant spirit and love for the holiday. Just the night before, she had hosted a Halloween party filled with laughter and costumes. Friends recalled her as the life of the gathering, but when they didn't hear from her the next day, concern grew. When police arrived at her house, they discovered her body in the living room. It appeared she had been bludgeoned to death. The scene was disturbing, and investigators quickly began their work, interviewing attendees from the previous night's party. As the investigation unfolded, detectives learned that Sarah had been in a tumultuous relationship with her on-again, off-again boyfriend, Mark. Neighbors reported hearing heated arguments coming from her house in the weeks leading up to her death. Mark was immediately brought in for questioning. Initially, Mark denied any involvement, claiming he had spent Halloween night with friends. However, inconsistencies in his alibi soon emerged. Detectives found surveillance footage showing his car near Sarah's house around the time of her death. As the investigation progressed, it was revealed that Mark had a history of jealousy and controlling behavior. Witnesses described him as possessive, often belittling Sarah in front of others. After days of intense questioning, Mark's demeanor shifted. He confessed to having gone to Sarah's home after the party, where a heated argument escalated, leading to her tragic death. Mark was arrested and charged with murder. During the trial, the prosecution painted a picture of a volatile relationship that ended in a moment of rage. Friends of Sarah spoke about her desire to break free from Mark's grasp, highlighting the emotional toll it had taken on her. In the end, Mark was found guilty and sentenced to 25 years in prison. The verdict brought a measure of closure to Sarah's family and friends, but the community remained haunted by the tragedy. In memory of Sarah, Cedar Ridge established a scholarship fund in her name, aimed at supporting young women pursuing careers in education. The day after Halloween became a day of reflection, reminding the town of the importance of recognizing and addressing toxic relationships. As the years passed, Sarah's story served as a somber reminder of the darkness that can lurk behind closed doors, urging community members to support one another and speak out against abuse. For the second true crime case, we jump a few years ahead, and like I've mentioned before, this case also involves a teacher. Shadows of November 1st. On November 1st, 2020, the quiet town of Maplewood, known for its picturesque autumn landscapes and friendly community, was shaken by a chilling event. The day after Halloween, as children exchanged candy and parents settled into the post-holiday routine, the body of a local woman, Jessica Reynolds, was discovered in her home. Jessica, a beloved elementary school teacher, had been known for her vibrant spirit and dedication to her students. She had hosted a lively Halloween party the night before, where neighbors reported seeing her laughing and dancing, completely unaware of the darkness that would soon envelop the town. When Jessica failed to show up for work that Monday morning, her concerned colleagues reached out to her family. After several unanswered calls, her brother decided to check on her. He found her front door slightly ajar and, upon entering, stumbled into a horrifying scene. Jessica was lifeless on the living room floor, surrounded by scattered Halloween decorations and half-finished snacks from the party. Local authorities were called, and the investigation began. Initially, the cause of death was unclear, but it quickly turned into a homicide investigation when signs of a struggle were discovered. Police found remnants of a Halloween mask near the body and noted that Jessica's cell phone was missing, raising suspicions about the night of the party. As detectives interviewed guests from the party, several mentioned seeing a mysterious man lurking outside. Some recalled seeing him wearing a dark hoodie and a mask that resembled one of the Halloween costumes. The description was vague, but it provided a lead that detectives were eager to follow. Days turned into weeks as the investigation dragged on. The community was in turmoil, grappling with the loss of one of their own. Rumors spread, and fear took hold as residents began to question their neighbors. Maplewood, once a place of safety, felt unsafe. Then a breakthrough came. A neighbor, who had been out for a late-night walk on Halloween, reported seeing a man matching the description lingering near Jessica's house. He recalled seeing the man flee the scene just as Jessica's party was winding down. The police used this information to create a composite sketch, which they circulated widely. As tips came in, one led them to a local man named Tom Harrington, a former student of Jessica's. He had been acting strangely since the murder, and his alibi for Halloween night was weak. When questioned, Tom became increasingly nervous and evasive. Eventually, he broke down and confessed. He had attended the party uninvited, fueled by a mix of nostalgia and unrequited feelings for Jessica. Tom claimed he had only intended to reconnect, but when Jessica rejected his advances, he snapped. In a moment of rage, he had attacked her, resulting in her tragic death. The evidence against him was compelling, and he was charged with murder. Maplewood struggled to heal in the aftermath of the crime. Community vigils were held to honor Jessica's memory, and her legacy as a teacher and friend was celebrated. While justice was served, the shadow of November 1st lingered, a stark reminder of how quickly life could change and the darkness that can emerge even in the most familiar of places. Those were today's true crime cases. My condolences go out to all the families, and I hope I've told their stories with respect they deserve. Let me know in the comments if you like more scary stories or rather hear some true crime cases. Please like and subscribe if you want to hear more stories from me. Stay safe, and I'll be back tomorrow.